Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be finding out what happens if Arthur goes to jail at the same time Micah's in there in Strawberry. So, as I'm sure you guys know, after you complete the mission, A Quiet Time, and when you can actually load up the mission, Blessed Are the Meek, Micah is in jail in Strawberry. Like, you won't see him roaming around in free roam, you'll literally see him in the Strawberry jail, which you can see right now. We are looking through our binoculars, and he is in there. And once again, part of the mission of Blessed Are the Meek is to break Micah out of jail. Now, in case you've never seen that mission or don't know what's going on, well, this is some important background for the experiment we're going to try today. These are the two cutscenes you have before we can move on.
Yep. Hello, sir. I've come from Blackwater. I'm on the trail of a dangerous gang. Colm O'Driscoll. Heard you had some sort of incident.
We don't deal with bounty hunters around here, son.
I was just wondering if I could get a description.
Well, they weren't friends. They got in a fight, two men got killed. Now, one of them's an idiot, the other's some kind of dumb mix, so maybe them's your boys. You can look right enough when we hang them.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Let me out of here, you maggots!
Arthur! Arthur!
Hello, old friend. Had a good time, did you?
You going to get me out of here?
I ain't decided yet.
Real funny.
Oh, I ain't joking, cowpoke. I heard so much bluster out of your mouth these last 6 months, and now I got an opportunity to watch you be silenced.
Well, you gotta do something.
Why?
I always looked up to you, Arthur.
Well, that's your first mistake. Listen, there's one little problem. There's only one of me, and there's a whole town full of people wanting to see you swing.
You got to do something, Arthur.
So as you guys can see there, the sheriff and the deputies are in the jailhouse, and Micah is inside. And he's inside with one other person, an O'Driscoll. So what typically happens is if you get arrested during a town or in a town, you'll actually be thrown in jail. And you'll get a cutscene where you actually have to get broken out of jail. Now, some of the cutscenes are pretty normal, where it just shows a couple of shots of Arthur sitting and time passing. However, some are pretty unique. Like, for example, in Strawberry, there's some pretty unique ones that look like this.
Okay, I think we lost him. Whew. I owe you two.
We thought you'd appreciate a visit.
Okay, we'll see you back at camp, Arthur. Try to stay out of jail, will you?
So I was curious to see if something would happen. Would we get another type of cutscene where Arthur and Micah sort of antagonize each other? Would the jail cell be empty, and that would be kind of weird? So that's what I wanted to do. So in order to get thrown in jail, I wanted to surrender to the lawman. So what I did is I just did some unarmed assault, beat up some people in the street. I got the sheriff deputies on me, and I thought I was doing enough in order to just antagonize them. And normally doing so, if you just antagonize them, they will aim their gun at you, and you will have the option to surrender. However, what's weird is no matter what I did not have the option to surrender. And even with a mild crime like unarmed assault, where they will allow you to move on, they immediately started shooting at me, did not give me the opportunity to go to jail. So I actually tried this a couple of more times and I was unable to have any success. Every time I tried to get the police officers to surrender, I would just get shot and they would try and take me out. I had no chance to go to jail. So that was kind of interesting. Now, another thing I tried is if I became wanted, what happened if I went inside of the jailhouse to actually look at Micah? And what's kind of funny is you can go inside of the jail even though you can't trigger the mission, and he's still there. He's like cowering in the corner, which I will say is a fun sight to see, Micah sort of fearing for his life. But other than that, there wasn't really anything you could do. And yes, I knew you guys were going to ask about this, so I wanted to test it as well. You cannot shoot Micah or the O'Driscoll through the jail cell gate. Like, I don't know if the shots won't register or if they're both invincible. There's also like another pair of criminals in the other jail cell, although I didn't really mess with them because I didn't know who they were. They were probably just random NPCs. So unfortunately, there was nothing I could do to actually harm Micah. I didn't have any dynamite, so I didn't try that. But I can only imagine that that would have ended really poorly for me. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't try that with dynamite. So my next theory was to hopefully try and get a bigger bounty. That was my next objective. So instead of just doing some simple unarmed assault, this time I went out on a full-on rampage and tried to see what I could do if I ended up getting a mega bounty. And in this instance, all I did was accumulate a really high bounty because obviously when you do that, they're not going to give you the option to surrender. And even after I respawned, there still wasn't like an option to surrender to the lawman. So I'm sort of thinking that this is a lost cause. And Rockstar kind of got smart. They thought of everything. When Micah is in jail in Strawberry, you can't go to jail. There's no way for you to surrender. However, I did not want to stop there. I wanted to have some fun with this experiment, and something I had never tried before is during the mission, if you actually go inside and meet Micah at the jail cell, I wanted to see what happened if I could get inside of the same jail. So that's exactly what I did. I ended up using the lantern and pistol glitch, and I tried to get inside of the jail cell with Micah, and it was actually relatively easy to get inside. And it's kind of funny because him and the O'Driscoll are both in there. However, because I'm assuming Rockstar didn't plan on us getting inside of the jail cell, number one, Micah isn't even facing us. He's facing outside the jail cell where Arthur would normally be. And number two, we don't have any unique lines of dialogues or interactions with them. The O'Driscoll doesn't say anything. Micah doesn't say anything other than the initial encounter of us arriving down there without the keys. But it is still pretty cool that you can get inside of this jail cell with Micah. Now, if you're wondering if you can do anything to Micah while you are inside of the jail cell, the answer is no. Now, I didn't have any dynamite on me, but that also would have been a very foolish thing to do because I would have been trapped inside the dynamite blast as well. But you can't shoot him, you can't lasso him. Same applies to the O'Driscoll. I'm sure it would fail the mission anyways, but I had never tried this before. And yes, apparently you can get inside the jail cell with Micah. Now, if you guys want to try this for yourself, you'll notice that I've been wanted dead or alive for a couple of minutes now. If you actually choose to go inside and break Micah out this way, they won't send additional reinforcements until you actually set him free. So feel free to try any other experiments that I did not in this video. I'm pretty sure I thought of everything, but maybe you guys can come up with something a little bit more creative to do to Mr. Micah Bell here. So I guess technically our answer was solved today. Rockstar sort of put in a special parameter in Strawberry for when Micah is in jail. You can't surrender and you can't be thrown in a jail cell either. And during the mission, you can actually glitch your way inside of the jail cell, which is kind of cool. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. That is what happens if you try to go to jail while Micah is there in Red Dead Redemption 2. This experiment was actually recommended by one of you guys on my Facebook page. You sent me a message saying, hey, Mr. Bosch, you should try this. You should see what happens if you can get in the same jail cell as Micah. So if you have any cool ideas for future videos or secrets or mysteries you'd like me to explore, head on over to my Facebook page. I try my best to interact with you guys as often as possible, and you come up with some really cool and creative ideas as well. But anyways, that's all the info I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.